Alright. I'm going to imagine not many people is going to watch this, but if you are here watching, or if you're watching after the stream is already, done.
1.
Well, while I'm sitting here, wasting a ton of my time trying to do this race on this game, trying to get money, even though, this is a big waste of time. Why not? Spend this time to talk and get money on this game. Kind of a win-win. So, let me make sure that's on. Okay, yeah. The thing with videos, at least my videos right now, is I want to say at least a year. I don't know how long it's been now, but I want to say at least a year ago, I made a few videos, or I made a video that kind of threw me off schedule of making videos like I did in the early days when I did Dead by Daylight videos. So, number one, that's kind of a reason why I don't upload that much now, because I'm trying to do videos like I did almost a year ago, or at least one specific video. And even though I have bad quality videos, there's nothing I could do about that because I'm on PlayStation, so even though I have bad quality videos, I at least try to make the videos somehow entertaining, or I try to make them good in some way, or I do my best to edit them so they're not just a video with me talking over it. I try to edit. And the thing is that with how I am, that can either be a hit or a miss. When I'm in the zone, okay. I think I did it pretty well when I first started this type of video editing, but I'm not in the zone right now, so I'm not putting out that many videos with good editing like that, and when I say good editing, I mean to the best of my ability. I want to edit a lot better than what I can now. I don't have the shit to do that, so that's a little bit of an issue. But I do have a couple videos I do want to do. The only thing is, it's like I said, there's a couple things that hold that back. One, not really in the zone for that right now. Quality's not up to what I want it to be. And editing, it's a little difficult right now. And including my voice in some of these, I don't really have the time sometimes, so yeah. It sucks, but that's just how it's gonna be. But I guess to discuss other things, Well, why not get into GTA, I guess? Let me think. Or maybe something else. I have to think about this. So, I guess I'll say someone GTA. I seen the update on the PS5, and I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's always cool to see cars or vehicles on there, like, you know, a Benny's upgrade, or maybe, you know, something to that light, right? And it was also unique to see the agency update. But, or whatever it's called, the contract update, the agency update, whatever. But, it's always interesting to see cars get them kind of upgrades or modifications to them. But if I'm correct, it's called How, or it's the one dude from Story Mode. He's online, and you can upgrade your cars to make them stupidly fast. Now, it's good that they're fast, because, you know, everyone's wanted cars to be faster ever since the first generation of GTA 5, right? So, everyone's wanted some good, fast cars ever since, but because of console restraints, they didn't do that back then. But now that it's on the PS5, and another thing, is it just going to be exclusively to PS5? I might be on crack, but I mean, I think that's what they said. So, if that's correct, then shit, I won't have to sound like an idiot every time I say it. Oh, GTA 5 on the PS5.
Well, it's also on the Xbox.
I don't know, I mean, maybe it's on the Xbox, I don't know, but, back to it. They're making cars faster, and that's a good thing. That's cool. I just think the cars they chose for this was very stupid, or at least I think it wasn't right. I do like the Sentinel XS. That is a unique, and it has a cool little there's a cool little thing in the game that not many people really look at with the Sentinel and other cars like that. There's many things in that game that's underappreciated, at least in my opinion. And that car has a little unique competition with another car in a different class. But back to it. There's 3 cars in particular. Now, they're not 3 separate different cars. It's the same car, but 2 different versions of the one. Okay. The Banshee. It started out in GTA 5 on the old generation, the very first generation. Started off as a sports car that had like a okay top speed, and it was the first car I think that got everyone into the whole clutching thing, you know, double clutching or whatever you want to call it. But that was the car that kind of made that shit popular, right? Well, then they made the Benny's update, like, I don't know, a year or a couple years after the car was released, and they released the Banshee 900R. And I think it was a very cracked out version of the Banshee when it first came out. They since nerfed it, I think. But it's, as of like 2022, early of, or, you know, like the early months of 2022, that was the quickest Banshee, the 900R. But now they released this HAL upgrade, or this whatever, on the PS5. It's literally just a Banshee. You probably have to pay millions of shitty dollars on the damn thing. Just a regular Banshee, no added shit to it. And what do you know? It's now faster by a mile than the 900R. The 900R is supposed to be the race car. Like, what? You kidding me? It's supposed to be the race car, and you're telling me that, okay, it's because we upgraded it on the new update, now it's faster. The standard Dodge Viper Banshee is now fast. Okay. So that means all the money you wasted at Benny's was one, for somewhat nothing, and two, you're putting money on a 2013 car with no added shit to it. I don't even think the 900, or I don't even think the upgraded PS5 Banshee even has new, like, upgrades on it, or new customizations. I think it's literally just a 2013 Banshee from when GTA 5 just launched. I literally think it's just that version with just the carbon fiber front bumper, just the carbon fiber hood, topless or top option. What is it? 3 spoiler options, maybe a little bit of liveries, and that's it. That's literally it. Yes, that's what they did. They made the fastest Banshee in the game, the one that was the first one that came out, the first ever on GTA 5. Yeah, that's what they did. So imagine that. You pay like $500,000 on GTA or so for a Banshee 900R, and one, it's 10 times slower, and two, the only upside to it now is that it has customizations on it. That's the only upside to it now. That's bullshit. That shouldn't be the case. They should have either done it to the 900R, or I get, like, there's some weird shit with cars in real life, and there's weird shit about that. But I don't know. Making a standard street version of the car faster than one that's supposed to be a track race machine, track racing machine, I mean, that's a little stupid. It's weird how they did that. I don't really agree with that. It's dumb. But other vehicles they did this upgrade to was the Sentinel. That's not a bad thing. What is a bad thing is they didn't add squat shit to it. Not a new bumper, not a new spoiler. And I could be wrong. I could be wrong. And I might look dumb. But, very stupid if they didn't add anything new to them. Liveries don't count. That does not count for anything. Even if they did add new good liveries to it, that doesn't count for shit. It'd be like having like a 90s Honda, right? No, that'd be like okay, you have a Honda S2000, right? Now, it's a nice sporty little coupe or whatever, you know, like it's a little sporty Honda, you know, like it's nice, but oh yeah, we got the Honda S2000R, and then what do you know, the only thing different about it is it has a stripe on it now. Like, what is that? It has a stripe. It may be a little bit of better power now. That's the difference now. Like, what? You're telling me that's it? That's what they're doing with this shit, it seems like. Because the Sentinel has no new customizations. If I'm correct, it's literally the freaking second gen interior model in the Sentinel. And if they had the upgrade on the PS5, no shit, I think they didn't even update that interior for the car. So if there was a bunch of pixelated PS2 looking graphics on the interior of the car, like in the back seat or something, it's still there. On the HAL upgraded car. The HAL upgraded Sentinel. I don't know what they're doing. They're weird for that. I don't know why you would do that. Stupid. You're supposed to give a first good impression on the new generation of console, and what do you know? Rockstar over here is like, nah. Not today. A little funny to me. But, I guess there's them people, though. Oh, well, Rockstar's always been like that. Okay, yeah, probably, maybe. I think people hate Rockstar a little too much, but at the same time, yeah, they are dumb. I mean, that's quite obvious with the tuner update. Completely killing an update just to nerf shit like an idiot. But besides them things, I don't know, man. Am I the only one? Just play the game, you know? Like, who cares? Many people play shitty games all the time. Hell, I mean, some of them classic games had shitty things about them as well. I know that's a bad argument probably, but honestly, it's not that deep. If you hate the game that much and you're that passionate about it, I don't know. I think you need to calm down. It's not that crazy. But moving on. What else could we get on? Okay. Let's get on the Crew 2 for a second. Right now I'm currently trying to get this Infinity Q60, I think. It's a nice little car. It looks cool. Looks nice. Although I'm not too crazy about the lack of power it has for a 2018 car, but I mean, maybe I'm just used to some of the cars on here that are quite crazy machines, but I don't know. I mean, you try it out in the game near stock, or is stock, it don't feel that quick. I don't know. I've tried other cars in this game, and I get it, it's an Infinity. What do you expect? I don't know, a Nissan GTR. Like, yeah, I don't expect that from the Infinity or whatever, but I don't know. It looks like a little sporty car, and at the end of the day, it just looks like a sporty car with the power of something from the 2000s, which that doesn't sound bad, but seeing how the car is supposed to be a 2018, it's a little weird to me. And to whoever joined, I'm talking about the Q60 Infinity that's on this game right now. In the Crew 2. I don't know. It's not really worth it. That's what I'm trying to get right now. Currently, the stupid car won't let me buy it by itself. It only lets me get the car in a bundle. And that's a problem because I don't have the money. And I don't want to buy those other cars that are in the bundle. I think there's a Koenigsegg, an Infinity. Yeah, a bundle with those two. Oh yeah, let's get a Vauxhall Corsa and let's put that with a Bugatti Veyron. Yeah, that's in a bundle together. Like, what is that? It doesn't make any sense. An Infinity with a Koenigsegg. Cool. And then what was the last car in that bundle? I forget. I don't know, but the bundle was like what? 1 mil 400,000. I'm not gonna get close to that this damn gameplay, but... Or, shit, I'm gonna rip out my damn spine, because this is pain-inducing right here. The only thing that's making this bearable is the fact that I'm talking out of my ass right now. But, oh well. We're gonna try to get that car. The new Infiniti Q60. Looks nice. Looks like it has shit horsepower and doesn't get out of its own way good enough, but screw it. We're not playing a hardcore racing game. We're playing a beefed up mobile game on a console. But it's cool. I mean, is it great? Nah. But do you see Underground 2 on here? Nah. Screw it. Just play to play it. Why not? Anyways. Let's get into a little rant here. As nice as this game is, or as cool as it is to just kind of play it, get away from the other types of games that kind of suck these days. As cool as this is, 300,000 for a Honda. Like, I know some of these cars, yeah, in real life they are going up in value or whatever, but just a Honda? 300,000? I know this is a beefed up mobile game, but goddamn, that's way too much. It's a Honda. That's almost as bad as GTA with pricing. What was it? 1.4 for a Honda Type R in GTA 5. And on here, what? I think there was a worse one. Was it 400,000 for a Chrysler 300? Chrysler 300. 300 to 400,000 for a Chrysler 300 on here. Prices are ridiculous on this game. Probably not as much as GTA, but at least on GTA you can do a glitch. You know, it's stupid. You have to do a glitch to get that much money on GTA, but there's not a glitch on here, and if there is, I am not aware of it, and I'm not willing to get banned or whatever to do some stupid glitch on here. But jeez. And the pricing don't even make any sense. I get some of these cars, yeah, realistically, if you were to base it on real shit, some of these cars shouldn't really go up in value like that. And I know I'm talking about a video game, car prices. But you would expect the McLaren F1 to be a pretty expensive car on here. And yet it's 600,000 something. That's expensive. But then you look at some of these other cars on this game and it's like, okay, what's more expensive than that? If I'm correct, every Koenigsegg's more expensive than the McLaren F1 on here. Maybe I can see that? Maybe? But I even think that there's some other cars that are more expensive than a freaking... That's what it was. The newer McLarens are more expensive, or nearly as expensive as the F1 on this game. How? In what world? I'm not trying to say the F1 should be $1 billion car, but I'm not kidding. I think they have the other McLarens almost as expensive as the F1. Or even more expensive. What are you talking about? The F1. One of the biggest supercars for this damn new age of cars, and one of the biggest milestones in automotive history. And you're gonna tell me just a standard McLaren You know, something that looks like that. It looks like it came out of the carbon copy bin. Oh yeah. We got a MP4. Let's call it the P1. I mean, they're nice looking vehicles, but I don't really see how you could like some of these newer ones over the F1. I mean, okay, maybe. But I mean, it's an F1. Was the supercar back in the day. And now you're telling me you'd rather pay more for something new that's obviously carbon copy of a car that's like, what, nearly 10 years old now? What? Was it something like their P1 was made in like 2013 or something? What do you know? Down the line, their P1 still looks about the same, but it's more powerful, and it has new modifications on it. It's just like how we're doing all the other automotive cars in the universe. Oh yeah, look at the Camaro. It looked pretty nice back in like 2007. I mean, that shit looked nice, right? But what do you know? In 2022, it's still kicking. It looks a lot more ugly now. And that's the new Camaro. We've been leeching off that design for literally over about 20 years now. God's sake, man. I'm gonna sound like an old man, but screw it. Remember when cars looked good, man? I mean, shit. Even in like the 2000s. You know? Shit. Hold up. My bad. Got a little bit of airtime there. Right. Remember a 2007 Mustang Shelby? I think it was the Super Snake GT500. Oh my goodness. That had to be one of the best looking muscle cars of the 2000s. That had to be. GT500 Super Snake 2007. That thing looked amazing. And I could be incorrect. The first muscle car to come factory with a supercharger. Like, man, that was a mean machine back in the day. I mean, shit, I was watching like a bunch of movies back then, and oh my goodness, looking at that car, whoo-wee, had the chrome symbol, like, damn, that thing was a beast. Yeah, is it faster than a Dodge Demon now? No, but damn, did that thing have more class than the Demon. I mean, I'm not trying to shit on the Demon, but damn, that thing was sick. And even go years before that. The Cobra R, the 2000 model, oh my lord, that thing looked nice as well. And it wasn't even just Mustangs, it was also other cars. I mean, let's go with, even in the 90s, McLaren F1. Just a classic supercar, a proper supercar. I mean, it was cool to see cars back then where, I mean, come on, man. It takes the man, and it takes a driver to make the car, you know, back in the day. I mean, you made it what it was. If you wanted it to be a nice little cruiser, I mean, you can't make a supercar to a cruiser, but back in the day, I mean, man, you wanted a track machine, become one of the best, just drive it. Just get good with it, understand it, feel it. Feel it come alive, and once you understand how to drive that thing, man, that was a proper supercar. I bet that would be a blast to drive. Way more of a blast to drive than a brand new car. Yeah, a brand new car has a bunch of these damn electronics that make it better. Yeah, maybe a Tesla could probably do better lap times these days. But there's no soul to that. You have a good old V12 supercar. I mean, McLaren F1. I believe it was a one-seater. Woohoo! That was a car. That was a car. I mean, come on. Who wouldn't want to drive one of those? Especially if you really like cars like that. Nowadays, it's just a bunch of carbon copy cars that have been leached. They leached the damn design, or milked the design until it's dead and it wants to roll over and die, but they keep just milking more of it until it's just the most despicable car ever. And it's like I said earlier, you look at the Camaro. Back in 2007, that thing looked nice. Looks like ass now. At least in my opinion. Looks like a rejected ass Transformer. Are you trying to make it... I'm going on a damn tangent now. I need to stop. But no, like, it looks bad, at least in my opinion. Why can't they do something cool these days? I mean, and when they do make something cool, it's a concept car. Those never make it. That's so shit. It's shitty when that shit happens. So many cool cars have not made it on the road because they just became concept cars, or they were concept cars. It's so bullshit. So many great ones. I mean, hell, if you play this game, there's many concept cars that, oh my, them should have been on the road. But yeah, really sucks how shit has gone like that though. And in the car world, yes, cars might be better now, but man, did they have the look? Did they have the style? Did they just have it all back then? Yeah, they might have turned like boats. Yeah, they probably could have rolled over if you turned too crazy. But come on, the soul in the old cars. I mean, come on. Like, and I hate to diss on this thing. This, I believe it's a 570 Spider, something like that. McLaren. As nice as this thing is, oh my. I feel like the soul is being sucked out of me if I was to ever step in this car. Like, I know, like, you feel different if you're actually in it. But no, I'm telling you, like, it'd be cool, I guess. But man, this is just the epitome of like new cars, I guess. You know, it's nice, it's cool, but does it have it? No, not in my opinion at least. Is it a dream car, or is it a collector's item? I guess so, in a way. But I think a lot of you would probably understand when I say I'd rather have a 1969 Chevy Nova. I'd rather have, you know, a 93 McLaren F1. I think many of you would understand that. As cool as this thing is, you'd rather have old cars with the style. Even the 2000s cars, you know? Gonna go into another little crazy talk here. One of the best 2010s cars, the Lamborghini Elemento. Oh my goodness, that thing. Woo! One of the best looking Lamborghinis ever. Like, I know, I went on that whole little stupid rant about these new cars just don't have it. But there's something about that, just raw. That Elemento. If you don't know what that is, if you ever played GTA, the Elemento looks something like the Zentorno. Man, that's probably one of the best looking Lamborghinis. And if it's not one of the best looking Lamborghinis, it's one of the best looking new age Lamborghinis. Like, oh my. Full carbon fiber body. It has the red accents to make it aggressive. I know that might sound cheap, It's a dark colored car with like red accents. That just sounds like a Ricer thing, right? But man, look at that car. Understand what it is, what it did. It birthed the freaking hurricane, whatever. The Elemento birthed that car. I don't care what anyone says. That thing, one of the greatest Lamborghinis. Rare. That's a dream car. That would be amazing. Like, whew. The roaring V10, lightweight supercar. And not many cool cars from that time period, at least in my opinion. Maybe there was, but, you know, it's like I said, some of them just don't have it. I mean, like I said, this thing, kind of the epitome of new cars. Looks cool, nice. I mean, would you rather this over a good old American boat? Nah, in my opinion. And screw it. While we're on that topic, let's see what we want to pick right now. You know, Porsche is actually the biggest example of just leeching cars until they're dead. And actually, a little side rant on Porsche. The Porsche 911 Carrera 4S 992. The 911 GT. The 911 Turbo. What next? The 911 Turbo RS GT3. 911 Turbo RS GT3 RS. Like, man, Porsche, they might have cool cars, they might be amazing, but sheesh, the names are horrendous. Sadly, they do milk some of those designs to death, but it is what it is. Right, let's get into it. What do we want to go with? How about these? Okay. Maserati MC12. Do I have this fully upgraded? Apparently I do. What do I have here? So many we could go with here. Okay. Let's go with one of the most annoying cars to hear in real life. Not because of the car itself, but because of the people that drive them. The Charger. The most infamous car, at least in the car community, if anyone doesn't pay attention to some of those. All you hear is nothing but a... Okay, my bad. All you hear is nothing but a bunch of Chargers just revving and burnouts and...
3, 2, 1.
But you gotta love them, though. If they're not causing any damage...
You're not going to beat me. Why even
running
try?
over 10 people with their stupidity. At least you get to hear a big old V8 in a 4-door sedan. Kind of a sedan muscle, I guess, but still. Right. Alright. Let's see.
You don't belong at the top of the list.
Come on, you can do this!
There's one thing that makes this game feel a little cheap. It's the weird voiceovers. Or just the weird lines they place in. You know, belong at the top of the list.
I'm not letting you pass me. Not now, not ever.
Not now, not ever. Good they didn't give this character a voice. I am losing poorly right now. Right, okay. See if I can get back in this.
You got him right where you want him.
Right. I'm not on it right now. Scraping the wall. That man is moving. Ooh, that was close. Still hit the wall though. Wait, that's him? Some of this is my controller. Can't do much about that. Hey, slow down for me. Yes, sir. Come on.
Remember T.O.'s weak spot, his ego.
Remember his weak spot, his ego. Remember my weak spot. My driving. Come on. Ew. Goodness. Can't guarantee. I think I'll do better with the other cars. I'm not too crazy about hypercars in this game. I don't know. It's either the way they feel or...
Don't let up, give him everything you got.
You know what? I think I made a bad option. Getting the Charger instead of getting something better, but I might still win. Rest in peace. Okay. I'm not too sure if I'll leave this up on YouTube, but tell you what, I might start live streaming more.
You should be running this without rules. True street style.
That will hopefully, in some way, make up for the lack of videos. Because hopefully if my commentary or whatever does make up for any damn thing, hopefully it does for this. Alright. Come on. We're doing this for family! Come on! Doing a whole... Oh, there he is. Yes, sir. Jeez. The sliding machine. And Here we go with the voice lines.
You did it! You won!
You did it! You won! Like... nothing?
Congratulations. You're top of the list, the new #1. You beat T.O. at his own game and impressed a hell of a lot of people along the way. That's work to be mighty proud of. By the way, if you go back to the spot, you'll see a little something waiting for you.
If it is what I think it is, it's gonna be hella fun getting it out there on the road and seeing what you can do with it. You're not gonna rest on your laurels, are you?
On the road. You're not gonna rest on your morals, are you? Jesus Christ. Okay. Why not? This is probably a longer thing than I expected. Might say screw it, end it there. But, hold up, what's that say? Really? Okay. Probably end it there. Probably, bored some people out. But why not? Nothing else to do. Yes, sir.
On her crazy ass to shit.